bringing nature to the city. The canopy's innovative approach to urban living. Through the canopy on Norman by, we are committed to creating one of Australia's most sustainable developments by embracing innovative urban design principles. A cornerstone of this vision is the establishment of a Miyabaki forest, the first of its kind in a residential setting in Australia. Establishing an ecosystem. In our latest article, Miyabaki Forest, an ecological game changer, we explored the method of urban revegetation and its impact. Miyabaki Forest fast tracks ecological succession to create a multi story ecosystem that increases to complexity and biodiversity over time. Using the Miyabaki approach, the growth that would take centuries to naturally occur happens in only a handful of years. The benefits that a multi generational forest provides for an ecosystem, such as reduced air pollution and urban revegetation, are passed on in a much shorter time frame, enhancing biodiversity in urban areas. Our collaborators share multiple common goals of bringing people together, enhancing biodiversity, and rejuvenating this part of Melbourne as it prepares for significant growth in the future. We have partnered with leading the landscape design studios, Oculus, to utilize their extensive urban design expertise to connect residents to their environment and each other. Oculus' approach to the canopy has been focused on providing high levels of amenities built on a foundation of ecological sustainability. We recently sat down with senior associate landscape architect Tim Mitchell to discuss how the Miyawaki concept resonated with their aims to provide as much environmental value to the project as possible. A highly diverse, densely planted park seemed the most efficient way to achieve a lot in a relatively small space. So when Gamuda land brought the concept of Miyawaki forest to the table, we embraced it, said Tim Mitchell. Honoring the site's history. Indigenous Heritage Advisor Muri Yule also worked closely with Oculus on the project. The group provided cultural guidance to ensure that First Nation narratives were incorporated throughout the forest. Muri Yule facilitated the cultural engagement and brought an indigenous perspective to the design team, embedding meaningful conceptual theme to the park and building in a respectful and authentic way, says Tim. These narrative includes a Turnuk water feature as a gathering place and kangaroo footprints that mark desire lines across the site, reflecting the area's historical presence of kangaroos prior to colonization. Selecting flora for fauna. Selecting flora for fauna, the forest is said to contain a wide variety of native species, with 80% being indigenous and the remaining 20% introduced species chosen to increase resilience in the altered landscape. Since the site is now highly urbanized with significantly altered wind pattern and geological and hydrological system, we have increased the diversity of species from what originally grew here, explains Tim. Prior to colonization, the site straddled the boundary between two unique vegetation types, herb-rich woodland to the east and freshwater wetland toward the Yarra River to the north and west. The plant species indigenous to these ecological vegetation classes have formed the basis of the park's palette. The park also acts as an important link in the Melbourne's pollinator corridor and will create hospital for pollinators, birds and other urban fauna that will serve as a valuable step stepping stone between the Royal Botanic Garden and Westgate Park, says Tim. Sensory experience. Oculus landscape design of the parks aims to provide park visitors with an array of native plants that enhance sensory experience, including fragrant flora, textual, textural foliage, and culturally significant plants. For example, the local tree, the local tea tree, renowned among Aboriginal people for its medicinal and antiseptic properties, has been integrated into the design under the direction of Muri Yul to symbolize this place as a place of healing, explains Tim. Revitalization city living with nature. Located just 1.2 km from Melbourne CBD, the park offers a lush escape from the cityscape as well as a higher level of biodiversity than traditional urban horticulture. Its prime positioning in the heart of Australia, largest urban renewal project. Fishermen Bend will see the park bring much needed communal green space to the South Melbourne community. Other benefits include improved air quality through the absorption of pollution. The park's vegetation will also mitigate noise, regulate temperature through natural cooling, improve the health of the soil, and increase water absorbency, which elevates the risk of flooding. Tim concluded, we see the park as a tranquil escape from the surrounding city, a counterpoint to the concrete and steel that dominates the surrounding industrial landscape. The forest hopes to breathe life into the precinct. Please subscribe, like, and comment.